Alright guys, I've had a few people on YouTube ask me to show you a video of my whole layout. We'll call it a whole layout. It's not very big, I'll let you know right now. It's 12 feet wide, 9 feet deep, with this however long this little L shape is. I can't remember, I just made it and it fit the space that I was allowed to have. So whatever length that is, I got that too. This was really created to store the EM1, which is the farthest engine away from here, the closest one to the wall. When I originally built this layout, I put big curves on it with the intentions of running one big steam engine, the Legacy EM1. I didn't really have intentions of buying a Vigiline Challenger and obviously a Vigiline Big Boy because I didn't know about them. But the layout kind of turned out to be a little bit different. I do love big articulateds. The EM1 is my favorite because obviously the B&O is my favorite. So now I have 3 big articulateds and a small layout, but I can still run them, so that's all I really care about until one day I can get to a bigger space and have a bigger, nicer layout. What you're looking at here is basically 4 sidings. Like I said, it started out being 1 siding. I kind of expanded a little bit more than I was really should have done or whatever. My girlfriend was nice enough to let me have more room for the layout, so that's good. So I put 4 sidings in, and they're about as close as you can get them without knocking stuff off of engines when you pull in. So I had to do a little bit of planning to squeeze all that in, but it is what it is. It works for me. It's not perfect, I know. So that's what I go with. That's the brand new auxiliary tender from Lionel that goes with the Big Boy. I've had pictures of it on Facebook and I think OGR forum. It's a pretty nice tender. Honest opinion on it, it's actually really nice. It's a lot overpriced. That's my actual opinion on it, but hey, it's what it is. Our hobby is expensive, so that's that. Behind that is the Santa Fe E8s, which I don't run them that often. I don't have any passenger cars, so I don't want to make another video and people give me hell for no Santa Fe passenger cars. I'm pulling cold cars or something crazy with them, so I don't make videos of them, but they're back there. One day I'll get some cars. That's the string of 6 Union Pacific freight cars. Where those cars are sitting, that siding goes straight down the wall to just beyond that red B&O I-12 to right behind this engine house. There's a curved Ross, I think it's called a Premium number 8 curve switch, I believe is what it's called. I know it's number 8. I think the radiuses on it are, I want to say like 080 and 096. I think is what they are. I could be wrong on the numbers. If I am, forgive me. But I'm pretty sure I'm right. That switch leads out to the main line, which then you throw the switch, it comes right back down in between the fruit cars and the little Mikado sitting there. Comes all the way around back to the front of the table. Just a quick little tidbit of information. I've had a few people seen my videos. They said, why'd you build out a 2x6? That's way too much. Well, my work is nice enough to give me 2x6s for free. So I took them up on that, and now I have an extremely strong bench work that you could sleep on, jump on, stand on, whatever you want to do. It's not going to break. The tabletop itself is 1/2 inch, and the sound ending board is I think it's 1/2 inch. It's from Lowe's. Georgia Pacific makes it. It's like $9 a sheet. I live in Florida. Home soda isn't readily available here, and when you find it, people want to charge you $40 and $50 a sheet for it. So I went with this stuff. It does okay. It's not great. It's not perfect. It's a little bit. You get a lot of fibers off of it when it's brand new. So if you go that route, I would suggest painting it or something. Maybe try to hold it all together because you will itch if you get on top of it without jeans on. Anyways, getting back to the tracks here. The left track is an 080 curve. The middle track is an 072. The left and middle track are the main lines. They make complete circles. The right track is a runaround track. I'm pretty sure I put 072 on it. I can't remember, but I'm almost positive they're 072. I don't run my big engines in there to find out, so if they are, they are. If they're not, they're not. But I'm pretty sure they are. The front of the table, as you've all seen, there's a switch there with not a real crossover. Those are 2 072 switches. I know people say to use the, I'm thinking it's the Ross number 5, because it's the more prototypical switch. You don't get that big S curve when you go through. I didn't know that when I bought these, so they're going to be 072s until I do another layout. The front mainline track comes into this number 8 curve switch. Like I say, I believe it's 080, 096. The siding that it goes down into is nothing more than a pretty good sized storage siding, where the Union Pacific diesel is. That will run all the way around, across the back, in front of the window, all the way down and dead end in that corner back there. I basically built that siding to have a place to store my sharks, my Lionel Legacy Beano sharks, with the heavyweight passenger cars. I've done a couple videos. If you want to see them, or if you want a new video, let me know. I can make a new video, or just check out my channel. I think I have a couple videos of them. It's a nice looking set. I know the sharks are not passenger engines, but they sure do look like passenger engines, so that's what I use them for. Then the main line, if you don't go down the siding where the you go where the K4 is, it just runs around to a complete circle. If you come across the little crossover here on the inside main line, goes up to a switch right there in front of the K4, and if you don't go into the switch, you just go around. It's just a circle. That's all it does. It doesn't go anywhere else. Go in the switch, that's my little runaround track with a switch that leads to the engine house. The engine house usually 99% of the time keeps my Berkshire, the nickel plate Berk, and the Santa Fe Northern. And occasionally I don't have enough shelving, so I have a lot of engines on here right now, so I gotta stuff them places, so the hybrid usually sits there. Going behind the engine house, the runaround track will come back around where that Chessie SD40 is. I'll let you guys know ahead of time. If you're looking at my videos and my layout looks dusty, or there's dust on my trees, or you see a lot of dust, that's just, I don't know if your layouts are like that, but my layout collects a lot of dust. I have a Rottweiler and a German Shepherd, and their kennels are underneath my layout, so they come in here. I'm sure they create a lot of dust. I know get a lot of dog hair flying around in here, but that's the only place for them. It's the only place for the train, so I got to share that space. So that's what happens there. I try to keep the dust down, but I'm not the best at it. The runaround track comes around, has a 054 switch there. It just goes into a little curved siding. I like to do switching, as I've said in my Genset video where I was doing a little bit of switching. I don't really use this for switching. I use it for storage, really. Usually there's no engines in there. It's usually just cars. And then the upper switch there, right behind the SD40s. I think it's an 042, I believe. Maybe an 054. I can't remember. Looks like an 042. So that's really my layout in a nutshell. It's not real nice. It's not real big. It's just a layout that I get to have fun with. I'm gonna do some more to it one day, I think. Like I've said, I'm gonna put in a upper level with 2 tracks. So then once I get that in place, I know exactly where it's gonna be. I can kind of move this stuff around, because the runaround yard isn't really permanent, so there's no ballast there. It's just kind of there to be there. So until I get some more progress made, I'm probably not gonna do anything else. I may do some ground cover. I got a little bit of ground cover left to burn up, so I may use that. I don't know. Go ahead and talk about a few things that are around the layout. That's 5 railroad lanterns. 4 of them are B&O, 1 Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania was given to me. I wouldn't have bought it. I'm not really a Pennsylvania fan, but it was given to me. It's a nice lantern. It's in really good shape. Most of them over there cannot hold fluid. I have 1 B&O lantern that is fully operational. It's really nice. The sign that you guys all see in these videos from time to time is this B&O sign that my grandfather made. I'm guessing in the 70s. Yes, I know it's crooked. The stenciling is crooked. The sign is straight. It's whatever. I didn't notice that till, I don't know, maybe 5 years ago, and I hung it up there. But it's nice. I like it. It's cool. It came from my grandfather, so that'll always be there. On the other side of the window is just a Florida East Coast Railroad sign. I live in Florida. I got that when I was a little kid at a railroad show. I'm not really a Florida East Coast fan, it's just a sign. And going over here to these pictures that everybody sees, and not a lot of people know what they are. All these are B&O pictures except for the one farthest on the left. That's a Western Maryland steam engine. They're all from the 50s. I think one's from the 40s. There are two pictures of EM1s up there. I think there's a Mikado and maybe I had them all memorized, but I can't remember what they all are now. Some of the older steam engines I can't tell. You know, the smaller ones I don't know the names for all of them. The picture in the middle is a cool thing that I'm guessing my grandfather got from the railroad. It's a detailed diagram of names of parts of steam locomotives. That was in his train room since I was a little kid, so I had to get it when he passed away. I got that one. I also have another one that shows all the grease and lubrication parts. That's at my dad's house in West Virginia. So one day when I get a big layout, I'll bring all my pictures from my grandfather that are real cool, all old railroad stuff. One day I'll have them all together, hanging up together, but I don't have the room right now. I have a little tiny control panel. It's nothing spectacular. It's literally just buttons that come with the DZ1000 switch motors. One day I hope to have some, you know, toggles with LEDs or something cool. You know, something you can push or flip or something. This just gets me by for what I do. Underneath there is where I have all my electronics. Got the legacy system on the left there. I don't know if you can see real well because of the light. There's ZW next to the legacy. To the right of the ZW is a 180 power brick, and to the right of that is the MTH DCS TIU. And usually have some sort of, like, I got air duster switch machines. I usually got some sort of just odd things laying down there. But that really is about it. My layout tends to be a collect-all. I mean, you got extra trees laying there, a Chevy sign, an Xbox controller, rebel flag. It just, whatever I have that I don't feel like doing anything with at the time, it just kind of collects here. I'm sure most of you guys' layouts are like that too. Other than that, sure, in the videos you've seen my collection of diecast 24 Jeff Gordon cars. That's really about it. I mean, I'll show you my shelving that I have now. Alright guys, this is my shelving that I have that my grandfather made for me last year. It holds 10 diesels. It's just an oak shelf. He did a really good job on it. It's actually really sturdy. I like it a lot. He's making me some more that should go all the way to the ceiling. I think I'll get those from him, or the rest of the shelving from him in October when I go up to West Virginia to get them. There's just a few things there. Red and tacky grease. I don't know if you guys use it for your engines. You should. It's pretty good grease. And there's a B&O lock there and a nickel plate caboose I got some problems with I gotta fix. But other than that, that's about all I got right now for, you know, my training room stuff. So I hope I didn't let too many people down by having a small layout. I don't know if you guys thought my layout was bigger or smaller, but it's like I said, 12 by 9 with a little L-shaped leg on the left side. Nothing spectacular. Got some pretty good sized curves where I can run big engines. That'll about do it for this video. I got the K4 Penske Legacy K4 video I got to do. Hopefully I get that this week. I'm gonna try and get to the triple-headed Lionel Legacy SD40s, and I also have an engine coming back from Lionel. Should be here Friday. I'm really excited about. I won't tell you what it is. I had to wait on it long enough, and it's been a Lionel getting a very simple problem fix that I cannot figure out. So that'll be here Friday. I definitely intend on having a video of that up this weekend. It's a cool engine. Been after it for a while, so if you guys have any questions or comments, just leave them in the comment section below. I like reading all you guys' comments. I try to answer everybody. If I haven't, sorry. I actually try to answer everybody. I make a point to get to it. If you would, like the video, and feel free to subscribe. I always enjoy new subscribers. I like talking to new people that are in the hobby. Maybe learn some different things, see different engines I don't have. It's cool to get other people's perspective on the hobby. So please subscribe, and look forward to meeting some of you people. And that'll do it for this one. So thanks for watching, and until next time.